Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So this package here is from Spencer over at Finch Knife Co. And this here is going to be a devil's finger. So, they did send me a bunch of stickers and a devil's finger earlier this week. But my devil's finger was a little bit off. The D10 was a little light, and the centering was off, actually quite a bit. So they sent me a replacement, which was awesome of them. I have a bunch of stickers from them right here. Got a bunch of devil's finger swag and stuff. I'll be putting that into giveaways and such. This is the red Canyon micarta version, which is cool, and a satin blade. I will mention they have this version in red Canyon micarta with satin, and then they have a green that's all blacked out. But if you go to their website and order this knife, you can actually ask them to do a swap. So if you want all black hardware with black blade on red micarta, bang, you can get that, or vice versa, which I think is really cool. You get a devil's finger smaller size sticker, which is awesome. You get the flip in the Finch. You get their warranty card. And of course, you get the Band-Aid, which I actually already used the Band-Aid from the one that they originally sent me. So, you guys know me. I am a fool. So I cut myself. Let us check this bad boy out. So, same deal here. Red micarta. There it is, guys. Take a pretty look at it. Sure, you've seen a bunch of these videos already, so I'm going to try to keep it quick. It has the loom in there, which is really cool. I could probably charge that up in a second here. Torch it. There you go. So that's what the loom does, which is pretty cool. And it does have a reversible deep carry wire clip, which is, and I dropped it, which is pretty cool. I'm digging that because it is lefty friendly, of course. So, here is the knife. Bang. All right, so you're looking at 154 cm, and it's a devil's finger, obviously. Finch Knife Co. on this side, and there is the blade. And I guess the idea here is it looks like a finger. And it's the devil's finger because it's pokey, right? I will say, because I have handled this knife before, ergonomically, fits my hand pretty much like right on. You do, as a lefty, feel that clip here a little bit, but I can flip this to left-hand carry, obviously, which I will do. Let me take a look at centering on this one. Yeah, this one looks dead on. No blade play of any kind. Action is good. Grab my driver. I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy so y'alls can see it. I'm going to do a disassembly right in this video. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. That way, you know, because I kind of already unboxed this. I've had one for a few days that I've fiddled with, so I'm not going to act like this is my initial impressions, you know what I mean? Hold on, I just want to get this straight. Let's see. Drop it in. It's in. Lock it down. Tighten that bitch. See how it rides. Lefty clip in. Lefty clip out. In. Out. I will say it does catch a little bit on that screw, it seems like, but it's pretty much great other than that. Flipper tab. You have a, it's not exactly to me like the other Finch flippers. I guess it is very similar. It just seems a little less prominent and a little more pokey than the ones I'm used to, like on the 1929. I don't know. Could just be because the scales are sticking out farther. You guys tell me if it looks the same as like the Cimarron. I think it feels similar to that. And I think now that I've had two of these, and obviously I'm going to go ahead and assume that they QC checked this one again before they sent it to me because we were sending a replacement. The D10 on these knives is just light. That's just how they're meant to be. You can fail them like this, you know. That was the problem I had with the other one, and it seems to be almost identical. So I'm thinking, let me grab it. I'm thinking that that's just how the D10 is, you know. So that's good to know that it was just the knife. Now, that's me, and I'm very bougie about D10s. I want to be able to drag and just have it pop out. But honestly, if I do barely anything, it flips out. So I really have no problem with it. Oh crap, now I gotta make sure which one's which. I think I can tell by the centering. Yeah, you can see this one's off to the show side there, or the clip side initially. Plus, I can tell because this one seems to be a lot smoother, which is interesting, compared to the second one. Not smoother, but more drop shot. This one's a little less, but I haven't put any KPL heavy in here. Okay, so, again, light switch, not much needed, and it flies out. Push button, bang, right? I don't even know, was that a push button, or did it kind of force me into a light switch? Yeah, you can't really push button this because you might fail it there. But, I mean, a good light switch, and it'll pop out. So, yeah, I think the D10's fine. I could seriously doubt anybody else has said anything about it. I'm just crazy about D10s, guys. Sorry, that's my kid. I just put her down. She's got some teeth coming in. You know how it is. She's okay. She's just trying to get herself to sleep. So yeah, ergonomically, once you have the clip on the appropriate side, it does bite in a little bit into my palm. But it's a wire clip. I mean, that's pretty much how any wire clip is going to be. So it's just the nature of it. But because it's a wire clip, it's not like it bites it and hurts. It's just like, hey, there's a wire clip there, if that makes sense. Do I prefer it like opposite handed? Yes. I mean, I don't feel the clip. It feels a lot better, but it's just how it is. The closing, it will drop, and then you just give it some shakeage, and it goes home. Again, this one is pretty much dead center, maybe just slightly off to the show side there. Sorry. Oh. It's okay. You're okay. Go to sleep. Oh. Teeth must be hurting, man. I feel bad like turning the volume down, but let me turn it down just a little bit. There we go. I can still see, don't worry, sorry. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it from the initial kind of like opening the box. Here it is, knife. I think it's a cool design. I do. I think it's a nice spear point / drop point blade. I think it'd be a very useful knife, especially considering what they've come out with in the past. I think having micarta that's kind of soft and grippy as opposed to that like resin style. I think having a little bit of a larger knife, you have that flipper choil. I think it's going to be, for Finch fans, a very useful knife for like outdoor stuff. You know, like not crazy. I'm not talking about fucking bushcrafting, but you know, you're going hiking or you're going fishing or whatever. You want to throw something, you got a little bit of capability in your pocket. You know, here you go. Out of the Finch line. So they have that now, which is really cool. And I like that it's a liner lock, and I like that it has the reversible clip. So it's very lefty friendly as well. So let's take it down to the desktop, and we will take one apart, and we'll see what's going on inside, and you guys can see how you can maintain this bad boy. So that is a quick unboxing of the Finch Devil's Finger, and I'm going to catch you guys in a second. All right, let's rip into this. Got your micarta. I assumed, yep, T8 right here. I think I might have put Loctite in there when I was trying to get it centered and everything and no play, which you can't, not on this one. I figured I'd take this one apart. This is the first one I got because, you know, it already has some issues. I might as well. The other one, oh, look at that. That's awesome. And depending on how this goes, I may take the other one apart to help it along. Yeah, this was my concern. These tiny little bearings they use. I mean, epically tiny. Like, that's their bearing. What you normally see in a knife, see if I can show you this. What you normally see in a knife are these. These are 5mm bearings. Like most Chinese OEM knives, like the Axon or CVV knives, whatever, they come with 5mm bearings, which are small. Look at it compared to that. Tiny. Now, the one benefit they get from that is action. You know, you might have more drop shed action on a smaller blade because you have these tiny bearings, which I want to note are in not facing the blade. So that's good to know. If I don't, that could be why the centering was off. So we'll see. That's the benefit. The downside is you probably lose some pivot strength, lateral strength, I like to call it. Do you really need that on a knife like this? I don't know. That's kind of up to you, I guess, right? Very simple design here. Very clean. I like that. There's definitely some weight relief going on. Here's a quick look at the inside. And there's the quick look at the liner. I could try and boost this D10 a little bit. And again, I apologize. I have a new phone, so like it's requiring more of this stuff for some reason, even though it's supposed to be a better phone. Maybe because it has these 3 huge cameras instead of 3 normal size ones. I don't know. Yeah, pretty straightforward, right? So let's get back into it on this side. Clean the pivot off. That bad boy goes through the show side, which right now, because I'm left-handed, is the other side. It is a D-shaped pivot. Is it on the bottom? Let's find out. D-shape is on the top. That seems to be the way QSP likes to do it. QSP likes to be on top, know what I'm saying? Here's your, that's not your pivot screw, you idiot. Here's your pivot screw. I probably did not give it enough time to Loctite before messing with it again at some point, so. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't anything on there. I don't know. Okay. So, put some KP Schnizzle. As you guys know, knifepivotlube.com to get all your knife maintenance needs taken care of. Use code LEFTY10 when you check out of that bad boy. It goes in this way, right? So, bonk. Oh, that was a lot. Okay, Kev. And drop it in. Internal stop pin design. Pretty cool. I put a little bit there. I did not put a bearing in like an idiot. So I'm going to put it in facing the blade. That's how it wasn't. So I'm hoping this maybe fixes some stuff. That I did put some on there. So let me drop this down. Put a little KPL heavy on the detent ball hole. Bang. And we're good to go. Oh no, I need a little bit on. I'm missing a liner. Here it is. Idiot. Bang. Just run it around. There we go. Now we just need to line up the top part, which is always easier when you have a internal stop pin like that because you can turn things much easier. So see how it's all moving with it now? What I need to do is disengage the lock. Everything's popping through, seems like. Just need to get this guy on. See if I can tighten this down right away. Oop. This guy next. You can see how much Loctite QSP uses. It's a lot. You know? Sorry, I don't have tiny hands, and it's hard sometimes to grab these little freaking screws and such. All right. Apologize if you can hear my daughter. My wife is on it, I promise. And I'm worried about her, but I'm trying to get this done. All right, let's see. So, centering has improved. So let's see if we have play. We do not have any play currently. Knife is not dropping because I over-tightened it, apparently. Backed off just a smidgen. Good action. Tiniest wiggle. Very smooth on the retraction there. Centering, very, very good. It's definitely off to this side, you can see. Still. But, I mean, it's not, like, terrible or anything. So that's good. Is there play? I mean, you have to really wrench on it to get anything to play. It's not really dropping when I disengage. I don't know if that means I need to lighten it a little more. So to get it dead center, I have to do that. But I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of play. Yeah, it's a fair amount of play to get it to do that. Wow. See that action, though? That'd be nice. So let me try this. We want it to go to that side, and it keeps tightening this way. So I want to push. I've tried this before, and it does work. If you push the opposite direction when you tighten, sometimes it'll stay. Yeah, it didn't take. But, I mean, it's very close. It's not that bad, right? A little bit of wigs, but very good action. So I'm going to let this sit. Take this one apart and see what we can do. Now, you saw that one was definitely set. I mean, even now, very good centering on there. So, but on this one, what I want to do is improve the action. Because that one we just handled felt much better, which is interesting, right? Could be the detent's a little lighter, but honestly, they seem to feel the same. Bearings, again, are facing the other way, which is interesting to me. I assume you'd want I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong many a time. You can see there's some Loctite in there. The dog didn't like that. Very, very simple constructions. Yeah, I just wish the bearings were bigger. I did actually buy a pair of skiffs, like the tiniest size they had. It was called like 1/8 size bearing. Let me see if I have this and if they'll fit. That would be hilarious. Come on. They are extremely small. There they are. But I don't even know if they're as small as this. Look at these. They're close. Problem is, I don't know if the bearing would fit over the pivot because it's such a small pivot. It's a 1/8 inch pivot. Yeah, it doesn't fit. That's the problem. They make them this small, but they don't necessarily, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. They still use like a 5mm pivot. So it's like weird how they do it. Anyway. Turn that vertical. Okay, get the show on the road, Kev. I prefer my bearings on this side. I don't know. Sue me. All right, drop that in. Seems to be in there. Just disengage the lock. There we go.
Dude, I can't find your pacifier.
I put one right on the... I put one right there.
Where?
Try the changing table.
What side? Like closer to the rocking chair?
The changing pad. Like the pad. What do you mean?
Can you mute her?
Yeah, it's muted right now. I can hear her. Why?
Because I was thinking about like trying to get you to bring a pacifier in, but if she's...
You can't hear her?
Yeah, I can hear her.
What is going on? Like teething or?
I think so.
Because she was fine before I put her in bed.
I know, she was tired. She was rubbing her face. I should go back in there and just see if she...
I mean, every time I go in her pacifier, she's thrown it. Definitely much smoother now. Still not quite as smooth as that other one, but I don't know. I'll probably take the trade off. I have barely any play on this one. They're not dropping, which is weird, but I'm sure they will over time. This one, much better on the centering, you can see. So I'm going to Loctite this one where it is, and we're going to be good to go. Just got to make sure. I'm going to actually flip the clip on this one so I can't mess it up or forget which one's which. I wonder if that changes the centering. I just want to see. Weird. Look at that. No, never mind. Okay. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the disassembly, reassembly of two Finch Devil's Fingers, and I guess a first impressions and an unboxing all together. It's definitely a really cool knife. It's an interesting and unique design that they came up with. I'd have to say I don't think it's my favorite Finch, you know, if you're going to ask me which one's my favorite, which is okay because, you know, they're all good. It just, maybe, it's not my favorite. The 1929 and the Holiday are way up there, and I was talking to Spencer about it, and I said I like the Devil's Finger. I think it would be like, up there with the Cimarron. So, 1929 and Holiday are just a step up. They're just like, man, they're so hard to beat. And then I would put this and the Cimarron in the next kind of category for me. And the Runtley and the Takuna kind of, at the end for me personally again. And he's like, wait till you get the Cherry Bomb. That one's going to blow you away. And I was like, damn, man. That's, he says it's better than the 1929 and the Holiday. I was like, whoo, that's going to be hard to beat. So we shall see. But big shout out to Finch Knife Co. for sending me these to check out. For sending me a replacement because the other one had the centering issue and seemed like a D10 issue, but I'm thinking that's just how these are. But again, a little bit of a flick and you're good. So most people probably aren't even going to notice like I did. So I apologize for the crying in the background, but I'm a parent, I'm not going to edit all that crap out. I'm just going to let it roll. And I'm sure half of you understand. The other half will. So, love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.